Have you ever started a big cleaning day with good intentions, and by lunchtime you're exhausted and ready to quit? I used to think that deep cleaning meant spending hours scrubbing, bending over, and getting everything perfect. But over time, I've realized it doesn't have to be that hard. There are little tricks that really work, and they can get your house as clean as you want without the burnout. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through my favorite time-saving cleaning hacks, ones that help you work smarter, not harder. These are the practical methods I use in my home to keep things clean without blowing up your entire weekend. So if you're ready to clean less but still get great results that you'll be happy with, come explore with me. Let's start in the kitchen, where things tend to pile up fast, especially in the fridge. Now this used to take me forever. I'd pull out one container at a time, wipe a shelf, then run back and forth trying to organize. It was exhausting, but here's the simple shift. Grab a laundry basket or a big box and take everything out shelf by shelf. Don't set things all over your counters, just load it all into the basket in one go. This way, you're not walking in circles, and it keeps things contained while you clean. Once one shelf is empty, lay down some very warm, damp cloths over the surface. Let them sit for a minute or two to soften any stuck-on mess. While that's working, you can quickly scan through your basket and toss anything expired or suspicious. By the time you're done now, you just need to wipe this out for a perfectly clean fridge. It's cleaner faster and honestly, kind of satisfying. This one change turns fridge cleaning from an hour-long project into something you can do in under 15 minutes, even on a busy weekday. Next will be the oven. If you've ever opened your oven and immediately closed it again, same. I used to avoid cleaning it because it always felt like a huge job, like I needed gloves, sprays, and at least an hour. But here's the truth, we're usually making it harder than it needs to be. This one simple shift changed everything for me. I stopped soaking the oven in cleaner and started using a dry sponge instead. Here's what I do now. I sprinkle a small amount of baking soda directly onto the dirty spots, just enough to cover them lightly. Then, I add a tiny squeeze of dish soap and use a dry sponge to scrub in small, gentle circles. The dryness of the sponge actually adds a bit of grit, so you get that scrub effect without using anything harsh. The best part, you don't need to remove the racks or soak anything overnight. Just scrub wipe it down with a damp cloth when you're done. And that's it. It takes less than 5 minutes, and you get that satisfying, wow, it's actually clean moment without the usual hassle. Next is the dishwasher. Here's something I didn't realize. For way too long, your dishwasher might be making your dishes dirtier. I used to wonder why clean plates sometimes smelled weird, or why my dishwasher sounded louder than usual. Turns out the problem wasn't the dishes, it was the dishwasher itself. So here's what I do now, and it only takes a few minutes. First, run the dishwasher empty with a cup of vinegar. Just pour some into the bottom and a bit into the detergent compartment. This helps loosen buildup inside the machine. But the real secret is cleaning the seal, that rubbery strip around the door. That seal traps most of the gunk and odor. Just use a damp cloth with a little dish soap and wipe all the way around it. You might be shocked at what's hiding there, and don't forget to check the filter. It usually twists out easily, and it can get pretty gross if it's been a while. This isn't just about smells cleaning the seal, and filter can actually make your dishwasher run quieter, work better, and keep your dishes from needing a second wash. Now let's go to the washing machine. Just like dishes, your clothes sometimes still have an unpleasant smell even after they are clean. Yeah, that's not your detergent, it's your washing machine. Most of us never think to clean the washer itself, but over time, gunk builds up, especially in front loaders. Here's how to fix it fast. If you use machine, there's usually a little door at the bottom corner. Open it up and you'll see a small hose and a filter. Place a bowl or towel underneath, then gently pull the hose out and drain the leftover water. It might smell a little funky, but that's exactly why we're doing this. After that, twist out the filter and rinse off whatever has built up, usually hair lint and who knows what. It's not glamorous, but it works. Then take a damp cloth with a bit of dish soap and wipe around the rubber seal on the inside of the door. Pull the seal back slightly as you go. That's where all the hidden gunk lives. I've found everything from confetti to actual hairballs tucked inside mine. To finish, pour about a cup of plain white vinegar straight into the drum and run the washer on its hottest setting with no clothes inside. This helps flush out any remaining buildup and freshens up the inside of the machine. After doing this, your washer smells cleaner. Your clothes actually smell fresh, and you don't have to rewash anything twice. It's one of those small jobs that makes a big difference, and it only takes about 15 minutes. Next will be clothes dryer. Most of us remember to pull the lint out of the filter after every load. It's a common habit. But there's something many people overlook, and it can actually be dangerous, the invisible residue left on the lint screen from dryer sheets or fabric softener. You might not see it, but there's a simple way to check hold the screen under running water. If the water doesn't flow through easily if it pools on the surface, there's buildup blocking the airflow. And that's exactly what can cause your dryer to overheat, or worse. The fix is simple. Wash the lint screen with warm water and a bit of dish soap. Use a soft brush or sponge to gently scrub away the residue, then let it air dry completely. When water runs right through it again, you'll know it's clean. Don't forget to vacuum the dirt in the filter slot, the part inside that we often overlook. You might be surprised at how much dust collects there. Cleaning your dryer helps your clothes dry faster, uses less energy, and most importantly, lowers the risk of fire. It's a small task, but it gives you real peace of mind. If you're craving more peace and simplicity, I think you'll really enjoy the next video, the minimalist rules that have made my life so much simpler and made room for joy. If you're curious, subscribe and stay tuned. Next is under furniture. Let's be honest, nobody wants to move furniture just to vacuum under it. Between heavy couches, awkward angles, and creaky knees, it's a hard pass for most of us. But dust and pet hair still collect down there. So what's the workaround? If you have hardwood or tile floors, the easiest fix is a flat duster wand. Just slide it under and scoop everything out, dust crumbs the occasional ping pong ball. Then vacuum up what you've pulled out. No lifting, no straining. But if you have carpet that won't cut it, here's the hack. Grab a few empty paper towel rolls and tape them together to make a long, bendy tube. Attach one end to your vacuum hose. Because the cardboard is soft and flexible, you can squish it flat and reach into tight spots your regular vacuum head can't fit. It's a super low-tech solution, but it works surprisingly well, especially along the sides of the fridge under low furniture or in those annoying corners that collect mystery fluff. This way you can stay standing, skip the heavy lifting, and still get that satisfying, wow, it's actually clean under there moment. Next is the wall washing tip. Washing walls sounds like one of those jobs that takes forever, dragging out a bucket, dripping water everywhere, and somehow making the paint look worse than when you started. But here's the truth, you don't need a bucket at all. Most walls don't need to be washed, they just need to be dusted. I like using a long-handled duster to knock down cobwebs and wipe off that thin layer of dust that quietly builds up over time. And if you don't have a duster, no problem. Just wrap a soft towel around the end of a broom and secure it with a hair tie or rubber band. Works just as well. Once the dust is gone, take a closer look. If you notice fingerprints, scuffs, or spots skip the magic eraser, it can strip the paint. Instead, use a light-colored cloth so you don't transfer dye with just a bit of dish soap and warm water. Gently buff the marks until they disappear. That's it. No streaks, no water running down your arms, just clean, calm walls in a matter of minutes. Next will be the baseboard. Baseboards are one of those spots you don't notice until you do. And once you see the dust, pet hair, and mystery crumbs, it's hard to unsee it. But here's the good news. You don't need to crawl around on your hands and knees to clean them. Start by dry dusting. That's important because if you skip this step and go straight in with a damp cloth, you'll just end up smearing everything into a weird, hairy paste. I use a broom or a long-handled duster to sweep off the loose stuff in seconds. Then take that same broom and wrap a soft cloth or towel around the bristles. Add a bit of dish soap and water, just enough to dampen it, and swipe it along the baseboards as you walk through each room. The broom's shape helps get into the grooves and corners without needing to crouch or stretch. This trick makes the job faster, gentler on your body, and let's be honest, way more likely to actually get done. Next is window. Cleaning windows is one of those chores we all avoid, and honestly, I get it. It feels like a big project, and somehow you always end up with streaks anyway. But if you want your home to feel instantly brighter and fresher, this is the one job that makes a huge difference. And it's faster than you think. For outdoor windows, you don't need fancy gear. Just grab a double-sided squeegee, the kind with a sponge on one side and the rubber blade on the other. Fill a bucket with hot water, a couple cups of vinegar, and a small squirt of dish soap. Dip the sponge and scrub the glass, then flip the tool and squeegee the water off in one smooth swipe. That's exactly what pros do, and it works. No paper towels, no streaks, no frustration. For inside windows, the trick is using a foaming glass cleaner and something lint-free like a microfiber cloth, a coffee filter. Spray wipe back and forth, then finish with an up and down motion. That's what gives you the streak-free finish. You'll be amazed at how much more light comes in and how much cleaner your space feels when your windows are clear and sparkle again. Now, let's go to blinds. Blinds can feel like one of the most annoying things to clean, especially if you've ever tried those gimmicky little tools with microfiber fingers or rubber tongs. They never really work, and they just make the job more complicated. Here's the simple version that actually works. Start dry. Close your blinds and use a duster to swipe across the surface and knock off the loose dust. Dry dusting first is key, otherwise if you go in with something wet, you'll end up with a clumpy mess of lint and grime. If the blinds still look dirty after dusting, maybe there's a little sticky buildup or visible grime, then go back in with a damp cloth. Just a little vinegar and dish soap and warm water is enough. Wipe gently, and if you're working with thin slats like mini blinds, place your hand behind each one to keep them from bending or snapping. No soaking, no special tools, just a quick, calm reset for something you see every day but rarely clean. Next is curtains. If you've ever taken your curtains down to wash them, you know what a pain it is. They're heavy, awkward, take forever to dry, and sometimes they come out wrinkled or even shrink. Honestly, most curtains don't need that kind of deep clean. Unless there's an obvious stain, all you really need is a sticky lint roller. Start at the top where dust tends to settle and roll downward in long, gentle strokes. It grabs pet hair dust and anything else that's floating around. And you don't need to take anything down or plug anything in. This exact same method works for lampshades too, especially the fabric ones that collect dust without you even noticing. A few swipes with a sticky roller and they look fresh again. It's one of those tiny tasks that instantly lifts the look of a room without creating more laundry or more work. The last part is the part that most people skip. If you're the kind of person who likes a clean home but doesn't want to spend all day chasing perfection, this tip is for you. These are the quick little spots that often get skipped, but when you clean them, your whole house just feels better. Start with the chairs and table legs in your dining area, especially if you have kids or pets. They collect dust crumbs and mystery smudges without anyone noticing. A quick wipe down makes the whole space feel fresher. Next, check your light switches and door handles. These are high-touch areas that quietly build up grime. It only takes a few seconds with a damp cloth and a bit of dish soap, but the effect is surprisingly big. And finally, look at the fronts of your kitchen cabinets, especially the ones near the stove or sink. A gentle wipe with warm, soapy water cuts through grease and fingerprints, and suddenly the whole kitchen feels brighter. You don't need to clean every surface in your house to feel like it's under control. Just focusing on these overlooked spots gives you that, it's clean feeling without overdoing it. And that's all it takes. A few simple cleaning hacks that will help your home look cleaner and more organized without feeling overwhelmed. Remember, you don't have to do everything in one day. Just choosing one area can help lighten up your space. If you're craving more peace and simplicity, I think you'll really enjoy the next video, the minimalist rules that have made my life so much simpler and made room for joy. If you're curious, subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.